What's up, guys? I just bought a Star Wars Master Replicas Luke Skywalker Empire Strikes Back lightsaber off of eBay for about 150 bucks, including shipping and all the other fun stuff eBay charges you for. I couldn't find a review of this anywhere or any video on YouTube that was in a good quality or wasn't a mini, so I thought it was my civic duty to go ahead and film one of these. So, here we go. Here is the box. Very nice. It says Star Wars on it, and it has Master Replicas right down here in the corner for you. Has it again right here. Nothing really that important on the back besides your little barcode and all the other fun stuff. You have Star Wars Official Fan Club. Does the fan club even exist anymore? I really don't know. I belonged to it when I was like 6. But if it's still there, I don't know. Sleeve comes off just like that, and hollow. They don't put anything special on the inside of it, unfortunately. You got a nice little clip on the front that feels very good whenever you're out locking it and unlocking it. Got some cool little hinge action on the back. It says Star Wars on the top of the box again, and Master Replicas. They make sure they let you know who made this. Now let's take a look at the actual saber itself. Good foam lining. It probably saved from being damaged when it was shipped. And here is the lightsaber. It is very nice. It's heavy. It's shiny. It's everything you really want this lightsaber to be. This little hinge right here kind of comes down. There is a little belt loop on the back of it here, so you kind of look more official when you're wearing it around town. Got a button here. Another button over here. 2 little prongs that I don't necessarily know what they do. And then you have this thing right here that bends in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. I don't really know what that does either. But someone else might do. If you do, please let me know. Have some good detail down the saber. It's very heavy, like I said before. It looks very nice. It's everything you almost want out of this lightsaber and then some. I just started collecting Master Replicas about 6 years ago, and I've been only able to acquire the cheap ones, like the FX lightsabers. This is one of my 3 actual saber hilts. I have Qui-Gon, Anakin, and then now this one. And I've just now got into these sabers. I always thought they were kind of a joke, like the mini, like you get from the used to get from the Collector Society. But I bought Anakin, and I'm glad to see it's not. Let's take a look at the little plaque they give you. First of all, it's Luke Empire Strikes Back. This one's number 1220. Very high number, but I don't really mind a high number. This is just the limited edition. It's not the signature edition or the prototype ones they had for a while. The plaque does look nice. It's kind of, let me see if I can get a better view of that for you. Kind of stands here. Just, yeah, nothing special in the back. No little LEDs lighting it up on the front, which I always thought would be kind of cool when I got the Anakin. That was just a little idea that came to my head. Let's open up the little envelope the nice, lovely man on eBay sent me. I got a little black cleaning cloth with it. And now we have the actual manual itself. Not really manual, it's more of just a place where they tell you about the lightsaber and that it's legitimate, nice Star Wars textured type and Master Replicas textured. It feels like it was pressed in there. The back's all smooth, but it says Master Replicas. It tells you the year it was made, which is 2003. This is kind of old. They put a nice little piece of this lovely parchment paper with Master Replicas certified prop on it. And here is the certificate. If you want to pause it and try and read this, by all means, I'll try and get close for you guys and gals out there. And then here's the story of it. Really, just your generic, this is from the movie and all that other stuff. I don't know if these signatures are actually real or not. I've always wondered that, or if they were just an auto pen or maybe a secretary signed them. They might be real. I've seen that this is a limited edition prop, but I'm not holding my breath. If you know out there, please let me know. It'd just be something else really cool to know. Now, I have an Anakin Skywalker Episode 3, which doesn't have any of the moving parts like the other one did. But I didn't get a display case with this one, and I can't find a display case for it. So I'm going to try the Anakin Episode 3 display case to try and show you what it might look like. I figured since they're about the same saber, it might work. So let's try getting this on there, shall we? Let's see. Up the wrong way. It'd help if I got it on the right way now, wouldn't it? And there you go. It actually works. You can use it for both. Just it's a little bit uneven on it because obviously this one wasn't meant for it, but that's what I would imagine when it goes on my shelf. I'll probably alternate these in my movie room, and that's probably what it will look like sitting there every other day. I mean, it looks nice. The saber itself has a lot of very nice details on it. They did a really good job with it, in my opinion. It's heavy. It's made out of a nice metal. Don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a stainless steel, and it actually looks aged. And I'll do a comparison next to, since I don't have the New Hope one, I'll have to do it next to the Revenge of the Sith Anakin lightsaber. And since according to Star Wars, they're both the same saber, then it should work out pretty decent. Let me just clear off my little table here a second. So give me un momento, por favor. And here are the two sabers. The Anakin I bought new, and it got damaged in the mail a little bit, so if you see a little chip on there, then don't mind it. But they somewhat look the same going down the shaft of the saber, I think is what you would call it or whatever. Anakin is noticeably shinier. I can tell you that right now just by looking at them with the naked eye. Anakin's has no moving parts on it. It's all very stationary, one big piece of steel. The grips aren't as thick on Anakin's either. And on Anakin's, there is no little bolts on the handle like there is for the Luke. I don't know if that was just a standard feature or what. And Anakin's also, the buttons don't push in. That button's a whole lot thicker. This one doesn't push in. This piece doesn't move that much. It moves a little bit. Like I said, it was damaged in the mail and the buttons got a little chipped, and Master Replica sent me $100 back, so I was happy about that. But this one has more grip to it. And also, if you look at the two sabers, Luke's is a tiny, not much, bit thicker than Anakin's. I don't know what that means. It might just be because this is one solid piece of machined metal and this looks like it's many other pieces. But some clear differences with the two. This button on Luke's is raised up at the very top. This one's not. Brass piece. The little prong things in the back are a little bit different. Luke's have little lips that stick up where Anakin's doesn't. The button on the back is also bigger on Luke's than it is on Anakin's. And the two lightsaber buttons themselves are also different. These two right here. And that might suggest, if you're a Star Wars nerd, which I am, I always thought that maybe Obi-Wan did some modifications inside his little cave hut thing. Also, another thing is if you look on Luke's, there is a tiny little piece of metal glued on right here. Don't really know what that means. And then you look on Anakin's, and the back is very shiny, and there is no metal on it. So, speculation galore, don't know what that usually means. Also on Luke's, there's two black indentations that are not on Anakin's. And Anakin's right here has a button above the other button, don't know what that does. And Luke's just has a screw. So, better look at the two. Slowly move my way down. Sorry if my hands are blocking anything important. I have rather large hands, all the better for killing with. And a little bit different size-wise. Backs are a little bit different. And it's really about it. That's different between the two. Besides, this one's stainless steel. Anakin's is stainless. This one, or not stainless. Anakin's is very shiny steel. This one's not. And on the back of it, on Luke's, it says, I don't know if you can see that, but Master Replicas. And Anakin's has the same exact markings, which I know that those aren't from the movie, but you never know. But here it is again. I'll put it back inside the display case for you guys, and I'll try and spin it a little slower for you. And then I guess I'll call this review unboxing thing a day. And here we go. Let's hope I don't drop it. Now, in the display case, it is very shiny and it looks very nice on a shelf. I'll go clear off a shelf and take a picture of it or something like that just to prove to it looks nice on a shelf. Well, that's about it. Thank all of you for watching and have a good night. Now, like I said, just to prove to you, I actually did clear off a shelf somewhere, not exactly in my TV movie watching room, but I did clear off a shelf. And there you go. It is very nicely sitting there. It is inside its box. I will switch them out someday. And yes, I do have a Star Wars poster. I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. But thank you guys for watching. This video is mine, and if you try and steal it, I will get very mad and probably scream at you in an auto-tuned song for about 3 minutes. So thank all of you. Have an amazing night.